Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to test an application API call in Postman. So I have this method here and I have the get products method is a get request. So we're basically calling product name, product price from a database. Let me just show you the database real quick. So we basically have these ID, name, category, price, and description. And our condition will be all the product prices that are higher than $3. So let me just go back to the application. So you can see the condition here. So all the products that are higher than $3. And then I want my name, my price, and my description to be shown. All right, so that's basically my get request. I want to test this request on Postman. So I'm gonna come here to my application. So notice that I'm running the application now. So if you guys don't, try to press F5, and once the application is running, you're going to have this local host. But in this case, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to go to my API, which is products. That's the name of my controller. And here I have all the results that I wanted. So only the price that is higher than $3. So I have these three results. So I got $10, $12, and $50. So basically my API is working. So what I'm gonna do now in Postman, I'm going to copy this URL. I'm going to go to Postman. I'm going to specify that this is a GET request. Okay, so I have a bunch of options here. But what I want to do here is a GET request. I'm not going to specify any parameters, so maybe if you guys are working with an API that has some sort of key that generates a token, so you put a key here. So key vendor and then whatever key you have for that. Because we're not doing that here, this is just a simple test. I'm going to come here to authorization. I'm going to check on these values. I don't have a bearer token or basic authentication or some other type of authentication. So I have no authentication. I can just leave it like this, or no authentication. And then on the headers, I'm not going to have anything for this scenario. This is just a really simple example. For this body, usually you would like to display this as a JSON type of file. So what you're going to do is, I think the default option is set as none. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna go to raw, click on raw, then go to the drop down here, and then click on JSON. All right, and that's pretty much it. So there's one more thing. So sometimes a Postman has this enable SSL certificate verification. We don't need this for now. We're just testing some local host application. So we don't need this for now. And that's it. So I'm going to have my GET request, my local host, API slash products, which is the name of my controller. And then I'm going to send the GET request. And that's it. So here, if you notice, you're going to get the data. So I have the one product, which is price 12, 50, and 10. So if we go here to our SQL Server, we will see that those are the only three products that have a higher price than $3. So that's pretty much it. That's how you guys can test the a GET request, a simple GET request, right? With no authorization, no headers, just a simple request on Postman. Just make sure your application is running and copy the localhost API slash whatever controller you have there. So in this case, I have products. Let's just go back to my application. So my controller here is called products controller. So the program will ignore the controller and it's just gonna take the products word. Okay, so because that's the name of my controller and that's inside the API folder, I'm going to have this URL. And that's pretty much it. Let's just try to test something else. So just gonna come here to my application. I'm going to stop this and I'm going to try the values that are higher than $35. Okay, so let's run the application and let's just go back here to my SQL database and I'll notice that there's only one value that is higher than 35. So I should have only one book here, one product, sorry, in my JSON response. So let's just go back to Postman. So my application is running now. Let's just go back to Postman. And now let's send this request. It should be a different request. So it's basically saying that there's an error. So maybe, okay, I just run it again. And now it's working. So you send the request and it's getting the math book and then it's getting the, by the way, a wrong description here, but it's getting only one value. You scroll down, you notice that there's no more values. So basically the API is working on Postman and now your guys are able to test a simple GET request. So I hope you guys like the video and I'll see you in the next video.